I have this unfinished wood house. It came from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint the entire thing using some Wise Owl Snow Owl. And then next I have this lemon napkin, and I'm going to decoupage it onto my house. I'm using Wise Owl 1 Hour Enamel Clear. And then after I move my layers from the napkin, I'm then going to lay the printed napkin on top of the 1 Hour Enamel. I take a piece of saran wrap in my brayer to get out any wrinkles or bubbles. And then you're going to top coat that with 1 Hour Enamel Clear. Now, yes, there are other decoupage mediums. We really like the Wise Owl 1 Hour Enamel Clear or the varnish. And then I just remove the excess napkin. I have this other piece of wood that also came from the Dollar Tree. I did cut about 1 inch off of mine. It now measures 6 by 4.5 inches. I got this stencil from a farmhouse pack off Amazon. It says Home Sweet Home, and I'm going to place that in the center of my wood. Using a foam dabber and some Wise Owl Snow Owl, I'm going to lightly dab over the stencil. Now this is a little smaller, so you want to be careful that you don't use too much paint, because if you get any bleeding, the wording will smudge and it will be harder to read. So I like to load a little bit of paint onto my dabber, dab a little off, and then make it to my stencil. You want to lightly tap your dabber on the stencil, and then when you remove it, you shouldn't have too much bleeding. I allowed that to fully dry. I then placed it back on top, and you want to make sure the white is fully dry, and I just lightly went over with a little bit of black. Now, I'm not making this full coverage. I just want it to pop a little more. Once that dried again, I laid my stencil back down, and I'm using this Folk Art Home Decor chalk. The color is Summer Porch. I just really like this yellow, and I'm going to grab the little wreath design that's around the Home Sweet Home. And I'm just focusing on any areas that are reaching the wood, as not the entire stencil was able to fit on this wood. Once both my pieces were fully dry, I have this small little hinge. I get these in a pack from Hobby Lobby. They're really inexpensive. And I'm going to screw one side of the hinge onto the right side of my house. And then I'm going to take the other side of the hinge and screw it into my Home Sweet Home board, making sure that the bottoms are even with each other. Now, this was just a nice, easy way to display them next to each other, and you can bend the house and board at the hinge, and it will sit really nicely on a shelf. And to finish this off, I have a tumbling tower piece from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint that in some Wise Owl Earth. I covered all sides with the paint. And once that fully dried, I'm going to add a little bit of glue, and I'm going to add that to the left side of the back side of my house. And now we have this little chimney. And I really like how this came out. You can really decorate this to any theme of your choice. I hope you enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.